Hi, it's Loz. Trying to get myself comfy here. Myself close enough to the screen that you can see me. Hello, what's happening? What time is it over there? I think I'm coming on super late for the Americans on the East Coast because I just had 2 client calls this morning, so I couldn't come on earlier. I'm sorry about that. How are you guys? It's hot here. And I'm drinking a cup of tea because I don't even care how hot it is. I always drink tea. Hi, guys. Hello. I've only got one person here with me and I can't say your name because you use the 708905. Hey again. Hi, guys. What's happening? So it's interesting. Something happened to me this morning with another manifestation coach, which is hilarious. I got kicked from her group. I'm just going to discuss this if everyone knows who it is I'm talking about. And I have no ill will towards this person. I love this person. She's an excellent manifestation coach. But I got kicked out of a group. And I thought, is it because I've set up this page or something? And then I realised it was because there was some separation between her coaches and the other coaches and the new coaches. Anyone who was coached by those coaches or wrote on the page during a live video about the split between them all got kicked out of the group. And I didn't. And I thought, oh, I'm fine. I was just asking questions on the live. Anyway, today I got kicked out, and this girl wrote to me, and I said, because I wrote to the girl and said, why have I got kicked out? I have no idea. And she said, oh, you were saying things on the live. And I said, I was saying, this is really sad. What the fuck's going on? I'm so confused because I was just asking questions. Anyway, it made me realize that this particular manifestation coach, it's funny that we don't even know our own things. She had said on the video after this all happened to her that some coaches left and pretty much betrayed her. She said, I expected snakes in my midst and then I saw them. Now, she was talking about the coaches, but what she's actually doing is thinking that her subscribers are snakes, that we have sided with those coaches and we haven't at all. So she's not even realizing what her own assumption was, and she's actually assuming that about her own subscribers. It was really weird, and I felt like saying, I'm not a snake, I didn't do anything wrong. But her assumption is that anyone who was discussing her on this video that was live were doing the same thing, and we weren't at all. It's interesting. So it's funny how you can be teaching other people about themselves, but you don't have an awareness about your own self. Anyway, I'm not going to write that to her. She can figure it out for herself. Hi, guys. Hi. Where am I from? I am in Perth, Western Australia. Hello, lovely. Hello, Powerflower76. I'm Rochelle. Oh, you're Rochelle. That's a lovely name. Hey, Loz. So my manifestations are working after just 2 weeks. Manifested SP and $4,000. Oh, you're joking, Kathleen77. Amazing. Congratulations. What did you do? Tell us. What did you do, Kathleen77, to get your SP back and $4,000? We all want to know. Hi, Blondie. Divine timing, darling. You are divine. You decide the timing. The quicker you decide you and your specific person are together, the quicker it will happen. But everything comes at its own appointed hour, guys. Everyone always asks me about the timing. Everyone worries about the timing. You've got to trust in the unseen, as Neville says. You can't see it yet. Doesn't mean nothing's happening. Just because you can't see movement doesn't mean nothing's happening. The less you trust it, the slower it will be. Does that make sense? Tell us, Kathleen, I'm dying to know what you actually did to get your specific person back and your money. I did everything you said. Oh my God, watched all your videos and became aware of every contradicting thought. Oh my God, yay. Oh, I'm so excited. That's my first success story from someone who isn't coaching with me. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you. Congratulations. And I became happy about it even if it didn't happen because I knew it was coming. Yes, darling. Exactly. You had faith in the unseen. You hadn't seen anything yet, but you knew it was coming. You knew it was on the way. That's what we all need to be doing, guys. When you're asking me about the timing, or what does an appointed hour mean? It means an hour that's appointed by itself. You don't know what it's going to be. Appointed means an appointment, a timing. You don't know what the appointed hour is going to be. It comes by itself, darling. You have no control over it, is what it means. So you're not contact. Are you telling me to do nothing and Affirm is talking to me all the time? Yes, guys. So many people are confused by this no contact video. I wasn't talking about if the person's gone into no contact with you. I was talking about using no contact as a person against the person you're with currently, taking your contact away from them as a manipulation tactic. This no contact bullshit that dating experts and LOA people tell you to do. That's what I was talking about. If you're currently in no contact because you've actually split up and you're not talking, that's different. You're not using the no contact as a weapon. You are just not in contact. If that's the case, you affirm for contact from that person. They're constantly calling and texting you. You assume that you're already together in your mind and you don't do anything to make it happen, darling. No. We haven't talked in a week. Well, darling, in weeks, then change the story about what happened, see them differently, forget about the breakup, imagine you're already with him or her in your mind, and don't do anything. As a girl, I would not recommend contacting someone first if you're coming from a place of neediness or desperation or rejection, because all you'll get back is you'll get rejection back. It's what you're thinking that matters, not what you're doing. You could contact them all day long, but if you're coming from a place of rejection in your mind, they'll just reject you. You can only contact them if you can do it with 100% confidence. You know how they're going to react. Hi, guys. Hi, 30 people. No contact to improve yourself. Well, look, if in that time you're not in contact, so say no contact has been forced on you. I'm talking about don't force the no contact when you're with someone. I'm saying that's what the videos are about. I might have to do new videos on if you're not in contact, what do you do? Okay? That's different. But what you're talking about, Millis Actor, is use that time when you're not in contact with the person to improve your self-concept so that when they come back, you're the new you that didn't cause the shit that caused the no contact in the first place. Do you understand? You guys are so worried about the time. How long is it going to take? When's it going to come back? That tells me not only are you not trusting your power, you're not trusting yourself, you're not actually living in the end in your mind. If you're up here blissfully with your person in your mind, you don't worry about the timing. And you take this gap of time where you're not together in the physical world, you are in your head, but in the 3D world to improve your self-concept. So when they do come back, you don't make the same fucking mistakes. Thank you. Do you think changing my number to his name and texting me like we're together is good or crazy? Darling, I've done. That's a great idea. Whatever helps you guys. I can't tell you what to do. Only you know what's going to make you feel better. If visualizing a scene with you together on your wedding day or the day after your wedding day, your honeymoon or 30 years from now helps you, do it. If texting numbers, things from him with your number with his name on it helps you, do it. Guys, I can't tell you what's going to make you psychologically feel good. Only you can do that, but that's a lovely idea. You can write a letter from him to yourself, mail it to yourself and receive it. Oh, look at this beautiful letter from John. He loves me so much. A vice versa. What does that mean, darling? My SP posted, peace was never an option. What does that mean? Were those my old thoughts? What the fuck how do I know? Guys, when people post shit on social media, you guys are reading so much into it. In the time that you're looking at their fucking social media page, users 77777, you could be working on your self-concept. Stop reading into things, guys, and giving them meaning. You're looking at signs and giving it meaning. You're looking at posts and giving it meaning. I heard this song and it means this. It doesn't mean anything. You're giving it meaning. How do I know what it meant? Darlings, stop reading into shit. It makes me think you're not trusting yourself. You're not living in the end. If you're living in the end, why would you be asking me, what does that mean? If you're married to your person, would you be checking their socials every day and be paranoid about what they're writing? No, you'd be trusting them and married to them. You wouldn't give a shit what was on their socials. I know married people who aren't even following each other on Facebook. Guys, stop reading into everything. That's right, Grace. I'm starting to feel detached a bit from my desire for SP. Does that mean anything? Yes, darling. It means you're building on your self-concept. You're feeling better about yourself. You're not being so desperate and needy. Good. Oh, thanks, Tia Mama. Love you too. All right, guys. If you are feeling detached, if you are forgetting about your specific person a little bit, don't worry about that. All that means is you're getting rid of that needy, desperate energy. That's a good thing. Some people say, I don't even think I want them anymore. Well, good. You don't want that old version of them that showed up. Now you can create the new version and want them if you want them, or you can have someone else. Guys, all that means is you're feeling better about you, and that's a good thing. Being impatient and wondering ruins it. Yes, I just focused on having fun and spoiling myself and boom! Look, Kathleen Darlene just got her SP back. Listen to what she's saying. She focused on her. She didn't get impatient. She wasn't wondering about the time. She focused on having fun. She spoiled herself. She built up her self-concept, and ta-da! The SP came back and she made $4,000. Guys, you've got to listen and learn. You keep coming on here and asking me about the time and asking about what does this mean? What does this sign mean? Nothing. It doesn't mean anything unless you give it meaning, guys. If you're worried about the time, it means you're not living in the end. If you're worried about how long it was since you spoke to the person, you're not living in the end. Maybe you're all new people and you're coming on here, because a lot of people who watch the lives have just discovered me from the For You page, and only about 9% of them are followers. So I'm sorry I'm yelling at you people if you've never seen a video of mine before. You won't understand what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is stop worrying about what's happening out here, guys, and start worrying about what you're doing up here. What you're doing up here is the most important thing and the only thing. As within, so without. Everything starts with what you're thinking. What you're thinking causes your outside reality. It's really hard to get your head around this, guys, but once you get it, that everything you're thinking creates your reality, you stop thinking bad shit. You stop giving bad meaning. You stop looking for signs because it's confusing your subconscious thinking it's not here yet. You start imagining the person loves you. You get rid of all the old stories about it, because up here is all that matters, not what's happening out here just yet. Yes, you create a new version of your SP. I had 2 client calls this morning, guys, and on both client calls I said to them, I think I said it to the first person as well, write the new version of them. Write the whole story. Opposite completely of what happened, the bad shit about them. All the beliefs you have about them. He's too sensitive, he's stubborn, he's a workaholic, he's an alcoholic. Whatever it is, write the other version, the new version that you would like. He called me yesterday after 2 weeks, but he said he's asking out someone else, but I'll persist. Oh, darling, well, he called you. Well, what the fuck would he call you for to tell you he's asking out someone else? He's just trying to make you jealous. Don't worry about that. Take good meaning from that, guys. Even if they say the thing you don't want to hear, take good meaning. He called you. He's trying to make you jealous, darling. Okay? Give it good meaning. Guys, only give meaning to things. Tarot, signs, feathers, fucking crystals, whatever. Anything you're seeing, anything that's happening in your 3D, give it good meaning only. Posting on socials, what they're doing on socials, give it good meaning. My sister was talking about her SP yesterday and he texted her today to hang out. Excellent! Well, that worked. Yes, I deserve the version of him I want. Guys, we all deserve the version of him we want. Unfortunately, we created the version that we don't want with our shitty thinking. I saw my SP face and it made me nervous to manifest him because he's too pretty. Well, darling, stop putting yourself down and thinking you're not pretty enough for him. Pretty enough for him. That's your stuff. It's got nothing to do with him. He could have the prettiest face in the world, but if you think you're pretty and prettier, it won't bother you how fucking pretty he is. Love your thinking. Oh, thanks, darling. Tell us how you really feel. If I'm stressing over school, does it affect manifesting? Yes, darling, stop stressing about school. If you're stressed, guys, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling anxious, you need to try and get yourself out of those moods. They're just moods. Pull yourself out if you can to get yourself in a better mood. Yes, everyone around me is also saying everything he's doing to make me jealous. Yes, darling. So take that as truth and run with it. Any more questions, guys? Hang on. I've missed a few. Do you read cards? No, fuck no, darling. I'm not a psychic. I'm not a tarot reader. I do one-to-one coaching. Just DM me. Blah, blah, blah. Hang on. What's this, Grace? My sister used a filter that said, okay, I see you. Can I take that as a sign he only has eyes for me? What did I just say about signs? Why are you asking me if you can take that as a sign? Guys, I don't know what signs mean to you. Only you can give the meaning. I'm not Yoda. I don't have all the answers. I can't possibly know what that means. You give the meaning. Give it the meaning, whatever helps you, darling. This is small. My SP held the door for me and said, thank you. It's small, but he still said something. Well, that's beautiful, darling. Grace. When I affirmed, he would talk to me. Exactly, darling. Take everything small, guys, that you get, a text, a thing on socials that you think is meant for you, a sign, as good meaning that your manifestation is on its way. You just can't see it yet, guys. Please give everything good meaning. I'm begging you. And don't ask me what it means. I have no fucking idea. I'm not in your subconscious mind. not Yoda. Seriously. How can I affirm? Does it work if you say it out loud, or can we both write it down and say, yes, darling, look, you can write it down, you can say it out loud, but as long as you're thinking it as you're saying out loud. As long as you're writing it, you're thinking it. If you're writing and thinking, oh, wonder what he's doing on Snap. What am I going to have for dinner? Jesus, I need to go to the toilet. That's not going to help you. If you're saying it out loud, John loves me so much, John loves me so much, and you're thinking, I really need to go to the grocery store and buy. You're not thinking it. You need to impress your subconscious mind, whatever you're doing. I mean, spies on me. What was that, darling? He messaged me on WhatsApp when he doesn't even use the app. So he definitely knows he spies on you. Yes, darling. See? Take it as good meaning. How can I affirm? Does it work? Oh, I saw that one. Any more questions, guys? Your lives give me so much motivation. Oh, great, M. Schmidt. But what if we fall in a rough patch? Do we go through it or suppress it? What do you mean, darling? You're in a rough patch emotionally. Well, get through it, darling. And try and pull yourself out. That's why I'm saying write down all the negative voices in your head, all the things you're saying to yourself. Put a line down the middle of the page and write the opposite to help you feel better. Then say them every time you have those horrible thoughts that are causing you to be in a rough patch. But don't suppress your feelings, guys. Let them out. Any of these LOA people who say, have to be happy all the time. I don't believe in that shit. You don't have to feel anything to manifest. All you have to do is think it. So you can feel depressed all day long and still manifest what you want. Love this saying, an optimist looks for opportunities in difficulties and a pessimist looks for difficulties. Yes, guys, if you're looking for the bad meaning in things, you'll find it. So what I was saying before about this falling out that's happened in this manifestation group I'm in, some of the coaches left, and the actual person who runs it is looking for bad meaning in us all staying in this other group. She thinks it means we've betrayed her, but it just means we're already in this group. It doesn't mean anything. But she's reading into it, giving everything bad meaning. It's whatever meaning you give it, guys. The best words Loz told to me, what were they, Cinderoo? Hang on, I missed it. Concentrating on my self-concept has been healing. Yes, has it? Oh, good, darling. I'm so glad. Yay. I did a live yesterday, guys. It's posted in the Facebook group. Manifest space, live space with space Loz. Look for it on Facebook. Search in the search bar. Manifest live with Loz. Put the spaces in between. Press to request to join. Answer a few questions. All these lives are in there. Okay, there's over 25 lives. I'm adding 2 more today. This one and the one from yesterday night. And the one that's already in there at the moment, number 25, I talk extensively about why you need to build your self-concept up and concentrate on you to get your specific person. I go in depth about it because I can't go much in depth on these 1-minute videos on TikTok. They're not long enough. That's why people are getting confused about these no contact videos. I can only talk for a minute. There's only so much I can say. Go to the lives and watch them, guys. I beg you. And the one with me in a red Coke t-shirt, and I'm talking about a specific person. It says, number 25, self-concept to get your ex back. Watch it. Because I go extensively into why what Cindy's saying is that she's concentrating on her self-concept has been healing for her. Okay? It's really important, guys. Did you say your link is in your bio? Yes, it actually is, but for some reason people are saying it doesn't work. When I press it on my phone, it works. When I press it on my iPad, it doesn't work. When I press it on my computer, it works. So there is a link to the group. Try and press it in my bio in TikTok, guys, but some people are saying it's not going to the right page. It says browser not supported or some weird thing. Gosh, you're so amazing. Oh, thank you, darling. Any more questions, guys? It helped you have confidence. Oh, fantastic. Hang on, what are you saying, Grace? Then you said affirm small things. So I affirmed free coffee and 1 free coffee gift card. Did you? It helped me have confidence. Yes, darling. It gives you confidence in your manifesting. Because you think if I can get a free coffee gift card after I said I'm going to get free coffee, I can fucking do this. I'm a master manifestor. I'm fucking a genius. Okay? The more you try and test yourself and see, guys, because I can tell you this works, but you have to actually go and test it. I can talk all day, but you need to actually do it. As Neville says, you are the operant power. It doesn't operate itself. I can tell you all day that you have this power, but you have to actually physically operate it. Your mind power. Operate it. Imagine seeing someone in a particular outfit, like a bunny-coloured shirt. Imagine someone giving you free coffee. Imagine someone saying a strange word to you. Okay? Someone today is going to say to me, gobbledygook, or something. Okay? Someone's going to say, g'day. Okay? Something they would not normally say. And when they say it, you'll go, oh my God, I am powerful. Then you'll realize you can do this and everything I'm saying is truth. Today I revised all the bad thoughts I had in my relationships. Now it's time to affirm for self-concept. Wonderful, Sunshine May. Revising, guys, going back in the past, revising the scene of what happened is the best thing you can do for getting rid of that old fucking story you're holding on to, especially about a breakup. Wonderful, darling. I'm so pleased. In a relationship right now, yes, Crystal. Does having a bad day, frustration at work affect your SP manifestation? No, darling. Just say to yourself, it doesn't matter what I do or what I experience, it doesn't fuck my manifestation up. I can't mess this up. It doesn't matter what happens to me, I can't mess this up. If you're living in the end in your mind, guys, you can't mess it up. Just going up a bit. Did you say, oh yeah, sorry, this is on a Facebook group. What is it called? It's called the name of my page, guys. Manifest Live with Loz. The same as my TikTok, except there's spaces in between. So when you search for it in Facebook, Manifest Live with Loz, you have to join it. The link is in my bio, but some people are saying it doesn't work. Go and try it in my TikTok bio. It might take you to it. Okay, lovely. We'll work it out. What are you talking about, lose weight, daily sport? Oh, okay, good. My ex didn't invite me to his 21st. Should I just ignore it and keep affirming? Yes, darling. If he's trying to make you jealous, that's probably why he did it. Give it good meaning. He's trying to make me jealous. He's trying to piss me off. Trying to get a reaction out of me. Okay. Thanks for sharing the live lose weight daily sport. Any more questions? Do you believe in meditations? Yes, darling. If you want to do guided meditations or affirmation meditations, do them. If they help you guys. I used to do guided meditations just to switch my monkey mind off. I would race all day. But now I realise actually doing the affirmation tapes is a bit better because I'm instead of just concentrating on my breathing, my monkey mind doesn't really switch off. I need to replace the monkey mind negative thinking with a new thought. I have affirmation videos, guys, in my page. They're the ones with the filter across them. Or if you go to my Facebook and put them in an album or on a post all together, listen to those as you fall asleep because TikTok will just keep playing it over and over. I am a queen and I am treated like a queen. I am irreplaceable. I am too important to lose. You can listen to those. It really soothes you to sleep, guys. Does stressing over school affect my manifestations? Yes, darling, stop doing that. Why are you stressing over school? Guys, school isn't the be-all and end-all. There's plenty more opportunities to change whatever you want to do with your career after school. Don't worry about school. I am saying this as a person who used to be a school teacher and see a lot of kids getting anxious about their grades because their parents put pressure on them. Don't stress about it. It's just school. You've got the whole life ahead of you. It's only 12 years of your life. Don't worry about it. Just having... Any more questions, guys? Oh, are these questions coming slow? I've got less people. I must have a lot less people because there's only 33 people and normally there's like 80 people. I must have come on way too late. I must have a lot of people following me from the east coast of the US because it's too late for you guys. I think it's past 11 o'clock. The best words Loz told me. Oh, what were they, Sindru? Hang on. Are these repeating again? Am I getting this terrible repeating bullshit that I was getting the other day where questions are repeating? I hope not. Yes, is late. Yes, I know it is. I had 2 client calls this morning, guys. Sorry. So, guys, if you want one-to-one video coaching with me, just DM me. Not about anything else. I won't answer it. Just about the video coaching, guys. It's half an hour over Skype or Messenger. We discuss all the issues. After you've sent me the story of what happened, what you're trying to manifest, I analyse it. Then we discuss it on the call and we figure out a plan of action for you to get your manifestation. Manifest more people. Well, yes, darling, normally there's 80 people on here. I don't know what's happened. Must all be asleep. Don't worry, I'm not bothered. Where I am in the Midwest, it's 10:30. Yeah, see, I went on too late. Oh, well. I was going to go on super early in the morning. I got up at 6 this morning and I thought, should I go on before I have my client call at 9? And I thought, nah, better not. It's a bit too early in the US and now I'm realising it's too late. Won't do that again. What's the best thing you've manifested? I think my SP, to be honest. Because it just appeared outside my house. An idea. Try manifesting something easier and less emotional instead of right to the big one. Yes, darling. So a free cup of coffee is really easy. Just, someone is going to give me free coffee today. I'm going to get free coffee today. And then when you get it, you'll be like, oh my God, I'm a master. Okay? Because otherwise you'll see your manifestation as big, small. This is really big, getting my specific person back. This coffee thing's small. Well, the more small things you manifest, the more you'll realize this is just as easy. Okay? Any more questions, guys? I'm wondering if there's just no questions because everyone's asleep. Any more questions, guys? Let me know. You're right. School has nothing to do with modelling. Yes, darling, if you want to be a model, fuck school. Sorry, but seriously. You know how much money you can earn as a model? How much money it's going to cost you to go to uni? I'm not saying don't go to uni. I'm just saying there are other things you can do other than going to uni. I'm in New South Wales. Are you? I used to live there. I'm studying psychology and this is super interesting. Oh, great, darling. Well, a lot of the stuff I talk about is kind of psychology, subconscious mind, isn't it? So for my affirmations of my SP, is it better to say I'm happy we're together or he misses me? I wouldn't say either of those, darling. He misses me implies that you're split up. If you're going to say he misses me, say John loves being my boyfriend. He misses me when he's at work. He misses me when he's away from me. If you say he misses me, you're implying you're not together. If you say I'm happy we're together, that also implies that it's like the greatest shit that's ever happened to you and you're putting him on a pedestal. Just say John and I are blissfully happily together, or we are so happy together, but not I'm happy. It's like kind of saying I'm grateful and I'm so happy and grateful that he's back. Well, that's making him this prize that you've got back. Oh, thank God. No, you're the prize. Okay, darling? Let's just flip those a little bit. To change the old story is repeating affirmations enough, or can you visualize? To change the old story is repeating affirmations enough if you can't visualize. Yes, Sarah, darling. Honestly, just say the affirmations. I have always been treated with love and respect. Men have always loved and respected me. Putting always in is enough for revising the past. But if you can't visualize, you don't need the always. If you don't want to revise, you don't need the always. And if you can't visualize, you just say the affirmations over and over and over and over. You don't have to visualize them. You don't have to feel them. You don't have to believe them. You just say them and 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 say them with some authority, with some oomph. Okay, like you're saying it like it's truth. John and I are happily married. Men have always treated me with love and respect. Not men have always treated me with love and respect. Men have always treated me with love and respect. But you don't have to visualize, darling, because your subconscious naturally has an image of what you're saying when you affirm anyway. Okay, so don't worry about visualizing, guys, if you're not good at visualizing. You're right, thank you. Oh, what am I right about, Sunshine May? Yes. Can you treat the third person as old fake news? Yes, darling, fake news. What would be a good affirmation for me going to college and my SP staying home because he's a year younger? What? What would be a good affirmation for me going to college and my SP staying home because he's a year younger? What do you mean? You're worried that you're going to go to college and he's still going to be at school and that's going to be a problem? Is that what you're saying, darling? Look, my cat wants attention. What do you want, Saf? She's rubbing my foot. Is that what you're saying, Grace? Just clarify that for me. You're a bit worried about him. You want to come up, do you? Come up here. Come on. Trying to get my cat into the live. Come on. Come on. You can do it. I know you're 19, but you can jump that high. Yes. Come on. Come on. Oh, for God's sake. Let me get you. Every time I think about how bad my past relationships were, I say always, yes, darling, and that he won't want to be with me because he doesn't want distant. Well, oh, okay. Yes, don't worry about the distance, darling. Circumstances don't matter. It doesn't matter that you go off to college. It doesn't make any difference. Say, when I'm at college, he loves talking to me on the phone. He loves FaceTiming me. Our relationship grows stronger because we get to talk so much. And he misses me when I'm away. Okay? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Keep telling yourself that story, darling, okay? Oh, I can't hold you like this the whole time. This is my 19-year-old cat, Sappy. Isn't she cute? Okay, want to sit down? Why don't you just sit here? Why don't you just sit here? There you go. Sit there. She needs constant attention. Hang on, I've missed some questions. Oh, such a cute cat. Manifest and to live a long life. Yes, I tell her. You are the healthiest 19-year-old pussycat anyone's ever seen. You're going to live till you're 21, healthily. I tell her every day. I tell her, that's why she's so healthy. Hang on, I've missed some questions here while I was picking up the cat. G'day from Melbourne. Can you say the affirmations in your head, darling? I recommend doing it in your head, not out loud if you can help it. I do it out loud. I can't help myself. But the thing is, if you write them down or say them out loud, you've got to think them at the same time. You can't just say them and say them and say them and say them out loud and not be thinking them. So saying them in your head is right. I was waiting for my SP to text me naturally, but you realised I manifest everything. What do you mean, darling? I don't understand that question. Do your dog and cat get along? They're best friends, Sunshine May. So that cat was literally raised as a kitten by our previous dog, breastfed and everything by our other dog. The other dog was her mum. She thinks she's a dog. I think that's why she lived so long, because this new dog came along, the other one died. She was so heartbroken we had to get another dog. This is what I'm saying about manifesting. She manifested this other dog. Because what happened was, when the dog turned up, she didn't like the cat. She didn't want anything to do with her. Now, something happened with the mind power of the cat. This is what I'm saying, manifestation. She manifested this dog to love her. This dog didn't want anything to do with her. I was in England at the time. I'd been in Australia when we got them together. The dog ignored her, didn't pay her attention. I was like, oh no. I went back to England and thought, they're never going to be friends. How sad. It didn't work out. My mum rang me and she said, you won't believe it. The dog is sitting here licking the cat's ears out. Now, that's what the other dog used to do. Then she started cuddling her. Then she started playing with her. Then she started lying with her on the bed. She does every single behaviour, and she's not the same breed of dog, that the other dog did. So it's like the cat used her mind power and said to the dog, now listen, dog, I'm the fucking boss here. You are going to lick my ears out. You are going to lie with me. You're going to play with me. You're going to give me all the attention I want, okay? And the dog went, yes, all right. So even animals manifest for themselves, guys. Is I'm always on SP's mind, or SP is constantly thinking about me. Good. Yes, both of those are good, darling. Love it. He's constantly thinking about me. I'm always on his mind. I'm always on his mind. He can't stop thinking about me. He's obsessed with me now. Excellent. Are these good affirmations to get SP back? I'm always on his mind. SP is interested in me and only me. SP loves spending time with me. They're great, darling. Fantastic ones. But say their name, not SP, obviously. So it's possible for my SP to text me as fast as right now. Well, darling, why are you worried about the time? If you think you can do it, to get him to do it right now, hey, all power to you. But you're going to have to fully convince yourself in your mind that you are the man or woman you want to be. You have to fully convince yourself in your mind that you're fully together, and there's no doubt about that. Guys, I can't tell you how long it's going to take. Like I said, I'm not Yoda. I don't know the answer to these things. What affirmation can I use to stop loving my ex and get over him so I can move on? Use a 708 bloody blah. You don't need to get over him. Are you watching this channel? Please go and watch my videos. Manifest Live with Loz. Watch How to Manifest Properly, the black heading series, about 12 videos. Then watch How to Manifest a Text, and you'll learn that whatever you did to cause the breakup, you can fix and you can get them back. You don't need to get over them. Go and watch the videos, darling. It will help you. And then go to my Facebook page and watch all these lives, especially the one from yesterday with me in the red shirt, and you'll understand why building yourself up will bring them back, and you won't need to feel heartbroken, darling. You're beautiful. Oh, thank you, Lady Wonderbush. What a name. What affirmations can I use to stop loving my ex? Oh, I saw that one. Any more questions, guys, while I was talking about the cat and the dog? Do your cat and your dog get along? Oh, I saw that one. Any more questions, guys? It's slow moving, this thing today. I feel like I'm getting breadcrumbs. What do I do? Well, darling, you're giving yourself the fucking breadcrumbs. Listen, guys, if someone breadcrumbs you, someone only gives you bits and pieces of contact, it's because you're doing this with your mind. Oh, you get a text and you go, oh, he loves me so much. Then he doesn't text back and you go, oh, maybe he doesn't like me. Maybe he's seeing another girl. Maybe he's not thinking about me anymore. Maybe I'm not enough for him. Maybe we'll never get back together. He texts you again. Oh, good, he likes me. Yeah, he does love me. I know he hasn't texted back. I texted him. He's left me on red. Ah! Right? You're thinking he likes you. Then you're thinking he doesn't. Then you're thinking he loves you. And then you're thinking he doesn't. You are doing the breadcrumbing in your mind. You're only giving yourself a little bit of he loves you. I want you to grab the whole loaf. Give yourself the whole loaf of he loves me, not the crumbs of he likes me a little bit, but then all this shit about why he doesn't love you. When anyone's hot and cold with you guys, it's because of your thinking. Stop thinking he doesn't want you. I've been watching you over a week and my life has become so much better. Thank you. Oh, wonderful, Indigo Child. I'm so pleased. Oh, I love these comments. That's exactly how I thought when I was being breadcrumbed. Wish I'd found you earlier. Oh, don't worry, Christine. Look, guys, I'm telling you all this because I did all this shit. I'm talking from experience. It's like what Neville said. He's teaching you from his experience. He didn't just go to a teacher. He told him to regurgitate stuff and he's regurgitating. I'm not regurgitating, guys. I literally did all this shit, I'm telling you. I fucked things up with my SP, got them back, fucked it up, got the ex back. I'm telling you shit that I've done, okay? You taught me so much literally. Oh, wonderful, darling. Yes, that's hard sometimes, but true. Guys, you've got to face the hard facts of what you did. It's really hard. I beat myself up when I realised what I did with my SP, and I knew better, and I still did it. It's like I'm saying about this manifestation teacher I'm following, and she's kicked me out of a group today. I'm like, she doesn't even understand her own teachings. Like, we're not perfect. We do not understand what we do sometimes. I can read someone else's story, but I don't know what I'm doing. Like, it's kind of like do what I say, not do as I do with me sometimes. That's why I've got so much experience being able to tell you guys this psychological shit, because I had to figure out my own psychological subconscious shit that was ruining my life, okay, guys? Life experience is the best, yes. I'm imagining me and my SP in a situation, but I've already, experienced. Is that okay? Yes, darling, you can just put that in the future and imagine it again. Like a lovely scene in the future, but use that scene you already had, that already happened. It's tough to think of it, but it's at least reversible. It is reversible because you caused it so you can uncause it. The end. Stop worrying about it. Stop beating yourself up. Think, fuck, I'm that powerful. I created that shit. Now I can uncreate it. I'm a master at this. Don't beat yourself up, guys. Please, I beg you. When I'm saying these things on these lives, when I'm saying things on 1 minute video, because some people are like, you're victim shaming. I'm like, did you watch all the videos? Because all they're watching is 1 minute, and there's only so much I can say in 1 minute. And if you take in that 1 minute that I'm saying, it's your fault, I'm blaming you, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying thoughts create reality. When you realize that, you can change your fucking life. Who cares if they kicked you out of the group? They know you know your shit better than them. Maybe that is what it is. Maybe that is Helen. Maybe someone discovered I was doing this and kicked me. I don't know. Maybe that's why. I didn't even think of that. But maybe that is it. Time limit. Like, can I manifest him back after a year? Yes, darling. I manifested someone back after 6 years. Thank you for the gift. One love community. Oh, I've never even seen you on here before. Thank you so much. Yes, darling, time doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. Distance doesn't matter. Time doesn't matter. If you had a fight and you wanted to kill each other, doesn't matter. If he said, I fucking hope you go and put yourself in the toilet and die, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What they said doesn't matter. The time doesn't matter. If you're in separate countries and there's corona, doesn't matter. Circumstances don't matter. Revise why you got kicked out. Yes, I will actually, darling. Good idea. Because I like the group. There's nice people in there. And I talk to people in there. Is there anywhere I can ask a very personal manifestation question? Well, darling, you could do coaching with me to have the private stuff. Just DM me, darling, and we'll discuss it. For the 1 hour, the half hour coaching, my darling. Revise what, I'm from Australia. So am I. I manifested someone by imagining my ideal type. It took 2 months and I wasn't even intentional. It's funny when that happens, isn't it? I remember I went out with a guy, and then when we broke up, I found a journal entry I'd written in my journal I'd kept, and he was exactly that guy. And I'd forgotten I'd written it. And I was like, oh, shit. Jesus, that was him. Oh, thanks, Kazza1205. Thanks for the presents. Do you continue to date while manifesting your SP? You can, darling. You can. It's not going to fuck it up. In your head, you're already with them. It doesn't matter what you do out here. That's why I keep saying it doesn't matter what you do out here. It matters what you're doing in here. If in here you're happily married to your SP, you can date 500 people on Tinder. It doesn't matter. Okay? Oh, my God, all these presents. Kazza1205, you're spoiling me. Thank you so much. Lisa Lyric 19 cent fire. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you for all the presents, guys. You're so generous. Any more questions? So, yeah, the thing about dating, guys, sometimes dating builds up your self-concept. Builds you up and makes you feel good about yourself and makes you think, I am the shit. Look at all these guys and girls admiring me. I'm great. Okay, so sometimes dating can help you build your self-concept. Oh, darling, all these presents. God, I don't know what to do with myself. Kia ora. Oh, hi from New Zealand. What if you want them to make you a priority, but they just don't, regardless of anything? Darling, they're not making you a priority because you feel like they don't. I'm not the priority. I'm not the priority. And then you're not the priority. It's your thinking, darling, that happens first. Somewhere in your mind you thought, I'm not a priority to him. His job's more important. His child's more important. His friends are more important than me. And then that's how he'll treat you. He literally hears you thinking that. My friends are more important than her. I'm going to hang out with her instead of hanging out with her on a Friday night. We hang out with my friends. Okay? You've got to change that thought you've got in your mind that you're not the priority, darling. I am the priority. I'm too important to lose. I'm the motherfucking prize. I'm the priority. Start saying those things, darling. So can I imagine a good memory me and SP had when we were talking so that it can happen again? Yes, darling, but don't think in the past. Take that past memory, put it in the future as if it's happened in the future, and you're already back together. You were back together, you never broke up. You're together, our relationship's always been perfect, and that scene is now in the future. No, he won't include me. What do you mean, darling? I missed the beginning of the question. What if you want them to make you a priority, but they just don't regardless of anything? No, Lydia, please go and watch my videos. You're not understanding this. You caused that action of his not treating you as a priority. How he's treating you is based on how you think in your mind about you. How you think in your mind about him. Join my Manifest Live with Loz group. Put the spaces in between on Facebook, darling. Go and watch the video from yesterday. Yesterday's live. I'm wearing a t-shirt that says Coke on it. It says number 25 and it says self-concept to manifest your ex. Watch that and you will understand that the reason why he's not treating you as a priority no matter what you do has got nothing to fucking do with him and everything to do with what you're thinking about him and what you feel about you. Go and watch it because you're taking his actions as gospel. Like, he definitely doesn't treat me as a priority. Well, darling, I hate to inform you, but somewhere you had the thought that he doesn't treat me like a priority and that's what he does. Go and watch it and you will understand and then get back to me on the next live later today and tell me if you understand it. And if you don't, go and watch my series Manifest an Apology on my page and you'll understand. Thanks, Indigo Child. You'll understand that you cause everything with your thinking. No, he admits he only wants a part-time relationship. In 2 years, he hasn't invited me to his house. Darling, you need to go watch my videos because you're not getting this. Everything he says is based on your thinking. You thought you weren't a priority. You thought he only wanted a part-time relationship. You thought he wasn't committed to you. You thought, and then he outpictured it. That's how this shit works. Please go and watch it because you're not going to understand the rest of this live. Honestly. You're not listening. Your thoughts create your reality. He's literally parroting back to you something you've already thought. You may not even realize that you thought it, but somewhere you thought, I'm not a priority to him, and therefore he treats you that way. You've thought, I'm not good enough. I'm not enough. He doesn't love me as much as I love him. Then he says, I only want a part-time relationship. I'm not fully committed to you. They literally parrot back your thinking. That's all this is. It is the basis of all manifestation. What you think dominantly, you will outpicture, whether you like it or not, whether you realize you're doing it or not. Your subconscious thinking constantly reflects in your 3D world, and people will parrot back to you what you've already thought, even if you don't realize you were thinking it, darling. Please go and watch that live from the other day, from yesterday, and you'll understand this. And then get back to me tomorrow, okay? So can we also change past memories we dislike? It never happened. There's nothing to remember. Exactly. Listen, there are people on some revision videos on YouTube who say, I was sexually molested as a child. I can't even remember it now, like it never happened. Because they went back and revised that horrible traumatic event that happened to them, and it's like their whole life after that change, it's like it never fucking happened. And I know that's a really traumatic thing to have to re-remember, but what they do is they go up to the point of just before it happened, and then someone walks in the room, takes them away, or someone hits them with a fucking baseball bat or something, and they're taken out of the scene, and that actual physical act that occurred didn't ever happen to them, and they revise it and go over the scene and loop it, and it's like it never happened, because the past is simply a memory. It doesn't actually exist, so you can change it. You have to think he wants you all the time and imagine you here are his number one. Yes, Elena, you're getting it. Yes, darling, that is what you need to do, Lydia Sassy. You need to think he wants you all the time and you're his number one. It's your thinking that causes him to react to you that way and say those horrible things and not commit to you and not treat you as number one and not treat you as a priority. You think it first, they act on it. You don't even have to say it. Why don't you treat me as a priority? No. You've already thought I'm not the priority and they'll outpicture that. That's how this shit works. No, I'm not on YouTube, darling. That's why I'm saying go to Manifest Live with Loz Facebook page, and all these lives I've done it. This is my 27th one. Is recorded. Actually, the first one never got recorded. The very first long one. Just go on that page, darling. Facebook. Just answer a few questions. Type in Manifest space, Live space, with space Loz in Facebook. Join it. It'll ask you a few questions so I know you're not a spammer, and you can watch all these lives back. There's like something like, I think it says in my TikTok, I've done 45 hours of lives or something. Oh, Jesus, my life's been taken over by this TikTok in the last 3 weeks. Do you do inner conversations or just affirm? Well, your affirmations are your inner conversations, darling. I am a priority. Well, you're saying that to yourself. You're having a conversation with yourself. Okay? But when you are having those natural inner conversations that you have all day about yourself, you're a piece of shit. God, you're fat. Why are you so dumb? Then you say, no, shut up, Karen. And then you put in your affirmations. Okay? So, yes, your mental diet and your inner conversations all day that you're having with yourself, you need to change with the affirmations. Is that what you're asking? So you don't have to visualize or say it or just say it in your mind. Yes, just say it in your mind. You don't have to visualize, guys. If you find visualizing hard, you can either hear somebody saying something to you, do auditory visualizing. You don't need to see anything. Or you can just affirm in your mind the new thought. I am perfect. I am perfection. I'm the prize. I'm a priority. I started that way. Then he changed. He admits he wanted his cake and ate it too. His words, darling, you're not understanding. His words are your words. It started out great. Then your insecurities kick in. Then you fuck it up. And then they say stupid shit like that they don't really mean because you thought it. You thought, I'm not the priority. I'm not good enough. He doesn't love me as much as I love him. And then he says things like, I want my cake and eat it too. It doesn't matter that it was his words. It's actually your words in his fucking mouth. Go and watch the live from yesterday. Or if you don't want to go on the Facebook page, go back to my TikTok, scroll down the page and watch the one that says manifest an apology. Watch it from number 1 to number 12 and you'll get this. He's not saying that because he means it. He's saying that because you thought it first. Nothing they say, they mean. They don't know what they do. Forgive them, Lord. They know not what they do. When someone cheats on you, when someone treats you badly, when someone says shit like that, it's because you thought it first. They're going to cheat. They don't want me. They want other people. They want to see other girls. He wants to have sex with me, but also other girls. I'm sure of it. And then he says, I want my cake and eat it too. It's a sad truth, but it's when you get this. What? Okay, so you watched the. Okay, so if you've watched it, join the Facebook. If you've joined the Facebook group, watch the one from yesterday, darling. It says self-concept to get your ex back. Watch the whole thing, and you will get this. Hopefully. That what you're thinking, they say. Even if it's the most horrible fucking shit you've ever heard. Some of the shit my SP said to me when we broke up, or when I broke up with him, was fucking horrible. And then I thought, oh, I thought that. How do I manifest appearance? Darling, go and watch my appearance changes video in TikTok. But darling, just imagine how you want to look. Imagine other people telling you, oh my God, you look so different. Your skin is so clear. You're glowing. You've lost so much weight. Okay? Use visualizations like that. Any more questions, guys? How do I get my SP to talk to me at school when we pass each other all the time and say nothing? Grace, imagine he constantly needs to talk to you. When he doesn't talk to you and see you, he doesn't feel right. He's constantly calling and texting you. He can't wait to see you at school. Every day he looks forward to seeing you. And imagine you're already together, darling, in your mind. If you were together, wouldn't he be talking to you? So just in your mind, imagine a lovely scene of the future when he's showing you off to all his friends. Look at my gorgeous girlfriend Grace, or whatever. Okay? Live in the end of your mind, you're already together, and then he'll start talking to you, trust me. And work on you, darling. Self-concept. If I keep thinking he misses me, do you think he eventually will? Yes, darling. Yes, they hear you, but also say, he misses me when I'm gone, because missing me implies that you're not together. I would say, he loves being my boyfriend, he misses me when I'm gone. Meaning you're still together, and you're living in your mind that you're together, but he misses you when you're not around. Does that make sense? How come I don't see it on your Facebook? What do you mean on your Facebook? So, guys, if you can't find this page, it's because you're not putting spaces in between. You've got to put manifest, space, live, space, with space, lodge. You've got to put the space bar in between. That's why people weren't finding it. Sorry about that. I don't know why that is. I don't know why you can't just put it all together and you find it. It's very annoying. Hi, 50 people. Changing the past affirmation examples, or I just forget it as if it never happened. Or do you mean on my Facebook, darling? I haven't added it to my personal Facebook page. My friends don't even know I'm fucking doing this. Changing the past affirmation examples, or I just forget it as if it never happened. Oh, yes. You can have changing the past affirmations like, John and I have always had the perfect relationship, implying you never broke up. Always implied you never broke up. Men have always loved and respected me. Always implies all men. You've always had beautiful relationships. You can do those, darling, if that's what you mean. Darling, what do you mean about how come I don't see it on your Facebook? Do you mean my Facebook page by personal Lauren Steinholt Facebook page, or do you mean you can't find the link to Manifest Live with Loz, the group? Just clarify that for me, darling, so I can tell you how to find it. Any more questions, guys? Do you have to use I am phrases for manifestations to work? Well, they're the most powerful. They're the most powerful. I am this. I am that. You're literally claiming you are beautiful. I am wealthy. I am loved. I am wanted. They are the strongest ones you can use. Yes, darling. It's your consciousness. I am. So much to the story. Yes, well, darling, you're making up the fucking story, Lydia. Go and watch it. Every story you're giving this relationship thing of yours, You created that story in your mind, and then it outpictured, and he started acting on what you're thinking. I don't give a shit what the story is. Circumstances don't matter. I don't care if he said to you, "You're a fucking ugly bitch. I want to fuck other bitches because you're so ugly." Doesn't matter what he said. You were thinking it first. I know this is really hard to take, guys, that what they say, you thought. It really is true. And when you get this, when you see it, when you start realizing people outpicture what you say, test it, darling. If you don't believe me, get someone to say something in your reality. Like start affirming, "My skin is so beautiful. My complexion is so clear." And someone will say to you in your reality in a couple of weeks or whatever, "Gee, your skin looks so great. God, your skin is so beautiful. You've always had beautiful skin." They'll reflect it back to you, and then you'll be like, "Oh, what? Oh, I did that." I do it all the time on here. People write on here, "You're my favourite manifestation TikToker." That was my affirmation the first week I started this. I am literally making people say it to me. My thought has been sent out, and they think to say it. Don't take to heart what anyone says if it's not what you want to hear, because you said it first in your mind. I don't give a shit what the story was. You can change it. What are you talking about? We're talking about manifesting and getting the life you want and negative voices in your head and how to change them, darling. Do you have a question? Can I affirm myself from the third person? What do you mean from, darling? You're worried about a third person? Well, okay, this is how third parties are created. Go and watch my How Third Parties Created video on my TikTok. But you create third parties with your fear, darling. Are you together and there's a third party around, or you've split up and there's a third party? Either way, you've feared if you're split up that one will come along. He'll probably meet someone else. Hope he doesn't meet someone else, and then he does. Or if there's a third party while you're together, like an ex-wife or something, you're worried about her and using her as a scapegoat for why you're not lovable enough. Okay? Any third party you worry about, you've created with your own fearful thoughts about someone else coming along. So what you do is you forget about the bitch, you try and completely ignore them, act like they don't exist, and you just affirm that you and that your person are together. You forget about them. If you can't forget about them, then you can affirm they've found someone else. They can't stand my specific person anymore. They're repulsed by them. My specific person is repulsed by any girl but me. You can do those. You really are my favourite manifestation TikTok. Oh, thank you, darling. Wildfree77, did I answer your question about the no contact? Because I know I was replying to you, darling. Did that make sense, the video replies I gave, saying that you thought it first and then it outpictured? I wasn't blaming you. I was just saying what you think outpictures and you don't even realise it. So there's no point putting yourself in no contact or punishing someone for bad behaviour because it's actually your thinking they're outpicturing. They literally can't help it. Did I? Let me know. As someone else telling me, oh, what was that, Katie? I missed it. Can I affirm myself from the third person as someone else telling me? Guys, please write it as a whole sentence. I can't put it together. How do I manifest my SP to ask to hang out after not talking for a while? Darling, just assume you're already together in your mind. Such and such loves being my boyfriend. He loves me so much. There's my cat. She's got a little spot for herself. He loves me so much. Okay? Then assume you're together. Assume he's constantly calling and texting you. He can't be without you and he will contact you. Doesn't matter about the time, darling. Doesn't matter about the time. Circumstances don't matter. Oh, hi, lesbian Taylor Swift. I love that username. Is Taylor Swift a lesbian? No, she's not, is she? Is it possible to affirm/manifest getting together with SP before I graduate? Like a time frame? Stop asking me about the time. Guys, you can set a time frame if you really want. But it comes at its own appointed time. You've got to understand this. But you can if you want, darling. Try it. I can't tell you. Hey, darling, hope you're okay. Oh, thank you. Hey, hi, guys. I'm going to take myself to the kitchen and make myself a coffee because I'm bloody dying here and I'm falling asleep. Tongue twister. Oh, why do you keep getting me to say get it? I can say it, but I'm not going to keep saying it every time we come on the live, darling. Any more questions, guys? What have I missed? Can I manifest to be a millionaire in my early 20s? Yes, darling. Just assume I am already wealthy. I love being a millionaire. I am surrounded by money. I love my mansion. I love my new Ferrari. Just imagine you have that life already, darling, and walk around all day as if you are that person. Walk into a shop and think, I could buy everything in here. I could buy the store. I've got to live in that state of wealth already. Okay? That's how you step into the state of being wealthy. You imagine you already are wealthy. 2 new messages. How many wishes or thoughts can you say at a time? They're not wishes, darling. They're not wishing anything. They're new thoughts you're replacing your old shitty thoughts with. One thought at a time. Okay, not too many affirmations, maybe 3 or 4 on each subject. 3 for your car, 3 for your SP, 3 for your house or whatever, but lots for yourself. I am the shit. I create my life. I am the God of my reality. I'm beautiful. I'm known. I'm wanted. I am chosen. You can have a million of those. But ones for the things you want, the things you're trying to get, don't have too many. You kind of reminded me of Prue from Kath and Kim. Oh, Prue and True. Prue and True. Oh. Do you want some Le Creuset with you talking about her? Do I talk like that? God, that's terrible. That's how the mothers at my private school used to talk. Hello, darling, how are you? And they all had grey hair. They spoke like that. Is that what you're saying? Oh, no, I can't believe I talk like that. That's bloody terrible. Trying to manifest that he's obsessed with me so he doesn't find anyone else. But is that unhealthy? Wild and free, you didn't answer my question, did you? About whether that video I sent you helped. Did it? I'm trying to see if you answered me. Let me answer that question that you just asked, darling. Trying to manifest that he's obsessed with me so he doesn't find anyone else. But is that unhealthy? Well, I'll tell you what's unhealthy is that bit of the sentence where you said, so he doesn't find anyone else. That's how you create someone else. Because you're thinking he's going to find someone else. Stop thinking that. That's what creates third parties, guys. Your fear of another person coming along. What you need to say is, he's obsessed with me and only me. He loves me so much. And forget about the fear of a third party. You will literally create someone else with your fucking fear. Stop that. I know, I can't stop it. Well, get a harness on your fucking thoughts, my love. Stop saying that shit to yourself. You're going to ruin your life. Okay. Any more questions, guys, while I make coffee for myself? What have I missed? It did help. Oh, good. I'm glad it helped, darling, because... Let me put my thing over here. Because what I was trying to say in those non-contact videos was the way someone shows up in your reality is all because of your thinking. So if you want to punish them for behaving badly or talking to you badly, you really said it first in your head and then they acted on that. It's really, really hard to get this, guys. Really hard to accept that your shitty negative thinking caused situations, but it does. Like breakups, or them cheating, or them saying nasty shit. It's all you. It's all you. It's all you. And when you get that, you realise, oh shit, I created it, so I can recreate this and change it to what I want. Guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about my no contact doesn't work. A couple of videos, it's about 4 videos I just posted, and I'll explain to you how your thinking out pictures and they will act on it. Any more questions, guys? Sorry. You missed cheer squad for Loz. Oh, where was that? Speaking of coffee, I get bad heart palpitation when I drink coffee. Can I stop that? Well, stop imagining that happens to you, darling. So I love drinking coffee. I drink coffee all the time. My body loves coffee. Did you manifest anything specific today, Loz? Well, somehow I manifested getting kicked out of a manifestation group. Don't know how I did that. I guess I thought it might happen because one of my friends in the group got kicked out, and maybe I imagined it would happen to me, and then I did it. Or maybe they saw this page and they don't like it because they feel like I'm competition or something. Oh, I don't know. Who cares? But I think I did manifest that today. I haven't been able to manifest my unblocking my toilet. Still waiting for the plumber to come back and do that. Where's the cheer squad for Loz? I missed it. I'm a carer for 2 people. Can I manifest health for them? Yes, darling. Of course you can. Right. You need to see them as healthy. You need to see them as the man they want to be. It says in the Bible, and I'm sorry I quoted the Bible, but a lot of my manifestation teachings that I've learned are from Neville, and he teaches from the Bible. And one of the things in the Bible, Jesus says, see for the blind man. The blind man can't see. You've got to see for him. You've got to see the health of that person for them. See them doing the things they can't do at the moment. If they can't walk properly because of their legs, see them climbing a ladder. If they can't breathe properly, see them going on a run with you. Okay? See them doing the physical things they can't see. Hear them saying to you, oh, on a phone call, I've never felt so good. Never felt so good in my whole life. Imagine hearing them saying that and then affirm for them, such and such is so healthy. I've never seen such and such so healthy. They're thriving with health. Their body is renewing itself daily. Their cells are renewing themselves on the hour, every hour. Start saying affirmations like that for the person, darling, and see them both differently. I think that's the key. It's just confidence and not caring. The less I care, the quicker it happens. Yes, darling, because you're taking away your resistance from it. You're not got fearful thoughts. You're not worrying about a third party turning up, and then they won't. We love you. Appreciation for Loz. Oh, thank you, moral responsibility. What a name for your user page. Ended up in the hospital the next day. Oh, what's going on? On the last day of school last year, I told my friend hopefully tomorrow will be as good as today, and I ended up in the hospital the next day. Is that because you thought you didn't want to be at school and then you manifested getting into hospital? Is that what happened? Is that what you're saying? It's like people who say, I want school to be closed tomorrow and then it snows. Can you please explain more about no contact? Your series is a bit confusing. Sorry. Should I contact? No. What I was talking about in that series, if you're confused, I was answering the first person's question. They said, should I go into no contact? So they were with the person. They were seeing them, but they weren't liking how that person showed up. So they wanted to go into no contact, force no contact on that SP, on their person, to make them do something, to make them care, to make them love them more. And I said, that shit no work. The reason why that doesn't work is because you're forcing something in the 3D, expecting them to act on it. And then it's harder because you're not in contact, you don't know what they're thinking. You're talking about you're already in no contact, you've already broken up, the person has forced no contact on you. That's different, darling. So don't confuse what I was saying in there. I was saying don't do it as an act of manipulation to get something from them. That's what the person was asking me. That doesn't fucking work. Okay, and the only way that works is when you go into no contact and you force it upon the person, you completely change the version of you that turned up that caused the shitty relationship, and you completely change your version of him in your mind. Otherwise, you go back into contact and nothing fucking changes. Okay, when people go, no contact worked for me, and I feel like saying, okay, bitch, are you back together and is it all happy? Probably not. Because if you didn't change you, nothing changes. Darling, if you're in no contact, imagine you're already with them in your mind. Doesn't matter about the distance, doesn't matter about the time that you've not been talking, and say, he is constantly calling and texting me. I'm constantly on his mind. He's obsessed with me now. He's blowing up my phone. Say those affirmations, darling. Does that answer your question? Loz, you're amazing. Thank you so much. Oh, you're all right, Vera. Thank you so much. You're very, very welcome. Very busy 14. What are your pronouns? Why does someone keep asking me that? Oh, you're welcome, very busy. I got kicked out of a manifestation group when I was a mod. I thought the leader was insecure. Oops. You got kicked out of a manifestation group when I was a mod. Which group was it, darling? Was it one that starts with S and ends with gang? Because that's the one I just got kicked out of. Okay, thank you. Oh, good. Angel personified, did that answer the question? What are intentions? Intentions are really just another word for affirmations. It's more like, I intend for this to happen rather than it has happened. I say, I am that, it has happened. Other channels like Create Your Future, she might say, I intend for him to call me, I intend. That seems sometimes people a little less scary, less definite, because it's hard if you haven't spoken for 7 years and you're saying, I am married to John. Well, that seems like impossible to your brain. If you just say, I intend for John to call me, it might seem less scary to your brain, more believable. That's all that is, darling. Answer me, Suzanne, what group was it? Me too. People were screenshotting comments from Coach's Circle. That's probably why you were kicked. That's exactly why I was kicked, darling. And I didn't say anything bad about Sammy. All I said was, this group's got more value in it because you're doing more videos every day, which I totally stand by. I said to someone, I stand by that. That is what I said. She sent me all the screenshots. I said, what am I saying that's bad? I said, this is going to end in tears. I knew this was end in tears. Having a second group would end in tears. Sammy's been promoting VIP a lot because she knows more people are joining the Coaches Circle, and that's what was happening because there was more value in that group. That's all I said, and I got kicked. And I was like, the fuck? Anyway, we're talking about something else. Sorry, guys. Dramas in some other group. Loz, they're lost. You're probably being honest, gorgeous self. Maybe they found it funny. Oh, I don't know, darling. Who cares? Exactly. Who cares about their drama? They're causing their own drama. Ugh, gold. Why'd you get kicked out of Sammy's group? She said she's the one of the best and I recommend her. Yes, I know. She is one of the best. I reckon the bitch has got bloody so many subscribers from me saying she's one of the best coaches on here. I'm not going to bloody recommend her anymore if she kicks me out of the group. I trust you. Oh, thank you, darling. Do we need to make a gratitude list, I heard on TikTok, to thank the universe? No, darling. The universe isn't doing shit for you, okay? You are doing it for you. Your thoughts create your reality. That's it. No universe involved. If you want to create a gratitude journal every morning, every day, to make you feel better about the things you have in your life, to put you in a good place mentally, then do that. But you don't have to say, I'm so grateful that I've got this or anything, because you're not talking to the universe, you're talking to you. No such thing as the universe providing for you, darling. Yeah, I don't like the intend thing. I just feel like the intend thing sounds like I'm a bit scared to say I am, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say intend instead. I'm just hedging my bets. I'd say I am married. Exactly. Too much drama. Her videos have helped me a lot too, but the coaches have helped me more recently. Exactly. She hired them. She's got a problem with them. Why should we have a problem with it? I'm not going to start hating someone because you hate them. It was Black Moon Society with Roxy. Oh, God. Between her, Sammy, and fucking Kim Velez, so much fucking drama. They're all just creating their own drama and competition. And they're doing it to their own group. It's like, what? Don't you teach non-competition? Don't you teach that in your own reality there is no competition because you create your reality, so if there's competition, you created it? They're not understanding their own fucking teaching, all three of them. It's crazy. Hang on. When I manifest, can he feel it? Yes, darling. When you affirm, he can feel it. When you imagine, he can feel it. Me and my SP genuinely had the most amazing connection. I thought it was going to end up with him. Well, darling, stop having the negative thoughts about what happened. Start imagining you are with him already. Start living in the end in your mind that you and he are blissfully, happily together. And get rid of all that old story about what happened, darling. Hang on, I'm just going up, darling, guys, because I missed a few. I remember what you said about her mum was true too. I did say something about her mum. Maybe that's what they didn't like. I said, I think I understand Neville better than her. I think I do. Sorry. Wasn't bitching about her. She misquotes him all the time and gets his teaching mixed up. Do we need to make a gratitude list? Oh, I did that one. I trust you. Oh, thank you. It was exactly too much drama. Her videos have helped me. Yes. If we are in... Oh, I was talking. I asking to forgot to put a question mark. I was asking. I forgot to put a question mark. What, darling? Why is that though? Like one's better. What do you mean, intentions or I am? It's not better or not better. I just use I am because it's what Neville teaches, which is you are that already. You are the man or woman already. Intentions isn't I am the woman already. It is I intend for this to happen. It's going to happen. Does that make sense? It's like people go to Lourdes to get healing. Those that believe get healed. It's about believing. Yes. So if you go to a statue of Mary and you think she's going to heal you because you touch it, if you think that, the bread and the water you get in church is going to do something for you, it's the belief in the object. If you think a crystal is going to help you with the manifestation, it will. It's a placebo. It's that you put belief into. Sorry, I meant, why is I am getting calls from SP instead of SP calls me a lot? No. You don't have to say I am in front of all your things. No, you can say John calls me a lot. You can say that. I'm just saying about yourself, your self-concept stuff. I am this, I am that is good. But you can say, John loves calling, texting me. He calls me all the time. He's blowing up my phone. No, you can absolutely do that, darling. Sorry if I confused you. Can you say, I know they will call me? Yes, I know. I know he loves me. I know he will call me. You can say that, darling. Instead of saying, my SP texted me, I am receiving a text from my SP. Just say, darling, my SP is constantly, John's name, whatever his name is constantly calling and texting me. He's blowing up my phone. He can't stop texting me. He's texting me all the time. I have to turn my phone off. He's texting me so much. Exaggerate it, darling, if it helps you. If it doesn't, don't. Do I say I live in my dream house? Yes. I love my dream house. I love living in my dream house. See your house as that house. Your kitchen as that kitchen. Have you heard of the book The Secret? Yes, darling. I don't agree with a lot of the shit in that book. Some of it makes sense. Some of it's ridiculous. The stuff about your thoughts create your reality, yes. The stuff about the universe will provide is a complete hooey. I read it like 20 years ago and it confused the crap out of me. Yep, can't deal with the drama, just trying to manifest and be happy, so I like watching your TikTok. Oh, thank you, darling. Yeah, so much drama. And I don't see why I should start hating someone just because you hate them. Well, that's your thing. Bloody hell. I love that you always use John as your example. That's my SP's name. Well, someone said the other day, you're going to end up with a guy called John. I was like, God, I don't even know a John. I keep saying John, don't I? How does divine timing work if we don't really have control over time? You're divine, darling. You are all gods. Therefore, you decide the time. The time is decided by how quickly you can convince yourself of the fact, of the truth you're trying to convince yourself of. The quicker you completely saturate your mind that you and John are happily married, the quicker it will come about. If you wake up every morning, see your empty bed and freak out, then you're fucking the timing. Living in your mind as much as you can Don't worry about the 3D. The more you worry about 3D, the slower it will come. The more you worry about signs, look for signs, the slower it will come. It has its own appointed hour, guys. I can't tell you what the time is going to be, but the quicker you convince yourself of the truth of what you're trying to get, what you're trying to be, what you're trying to have, the quicker it will come. What about trouble with negative thinking? Darling, just replace it with positive thinking. God, I just spat on the screen. Just replace it with positive thinking, okay, guys? Spat on myself. Every negative thought you have, write it down, okay? And then replace it with a positive thought. I'll just put a filter on myself. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, God. Can you see me? So, negative thoughts, write them down, replace them with a positive affirmation. I'm not good enough. I'm more than enough. I'm perfection. No one loves me. Everyone loves me. Okay? And use those against your negative thoughts all day. Every time you have a negative thought, jump in with the opposite, darling. Do I say, I have my man now? Yes. Yes, darling. Now's a really good one. I edited someone's name who I go out with into the one's name I'm manifesting, tricking my mind. Oh, that's a good idea, darling. What about trouble, negative? Oh, I did that one. What do you think the LOA got so out of control with Crystal's techniques instead of simple Neville? Because Neville's not very well known, for a start. He didn't even have a Wikipedia page till last year. They wouldn't allow his Wikipedia page to be published, which was strange. And The Secret was on Oprah. So because Oprah had it, everyone found out about it. No one's put Neville on Oprah or a popular TV program. The advertising of The Secret made it popular, the marketing. Plus, it had about 12 different manifestation coaches in it, and they all spread the word about it, Bob Proctor and all these people. So they were spreading the word. Neville's just one person who's dead. He did lectures where no one really recorded. He never formally recorded them. The only formal recording is one record he's got called A Mystical Experience or Imagination Creates Reality. It's a record from the 1930s and 40s. He's not very well known. Wayne Dyer copies all of Neville's stuff. The Wish Fulfilled, the book, is exactly Neville's teachings. The whole thing's taken from Neville. He's about the closest Neville teacher around that there is now, even though he's dead too. How do you change your self-concept? Darling, go to my Facebook group, Manifest space live space with space Loz. Type it in, follow. Watch my video from yesterday. I'm in a Coke shirt, a red shirt with a V-neck. And it says, TikTok 25, self-concept for your specific person or self-concept for your ex. Watch it. And I explain in depth there how to do your self-concept. Okay? You've got to start building up good thoughts about you. I am wanted. I am known. I am loved. I am chosen. I am the prize. I am perfection. I am powerful. Any affirmations like that help you build yourself up, darling. That's what self-concept is. To throw away all the shitty thoughts you feel about yourself and your concepts of yourself that aren't helping you. If my ex is reaching out to my friends instead of me, how do I get him to reach out to me instead? Well, darling, just assume he's reaching out to you. Every time you receive a text from your friends, imagine it's from him. Oh, John loves me so much, he's always texting me. Okay, imagine differently. Okay, imagine seeing his text all the time. Say he's always blowing up my phone. He loves calling and texting me. Okay? Say those things and imagine him texting you, darling. Do you have to 100% believe in order for your manifestation to come? No, darling, you don't have to believe it at all. Just say the affirmations. There's a whole lot of thoughts in your brain that became beliefs. I'm not good enough. I'm not pretty enough. Blah, blah, blah. That you started to believe eventually. You have to put these new thoughts in that are just thoughts right now and later you'll believe them. Don't worry about the believing them, guys. Should you put a timestamp on your manifestation when scripting? No, darling. Timestamps, putting time on things just makes you more worried when you get close to the time that it's not here yet. Putting timestamps, I wouldn't recommend putting timing on anything, guys. It comes in its own pointed hour. It comes in its own time. Don't push it by putting timestamps. But you can if you want, if you think you're that powerful. But when it gets close to time, you start freaking out. That won't help you. Do you need to write down all your manifestations or just say them? You mean your affirmations, darling? Yes, just say them, think them, write them down if you want, but you have to think them when you're writing it down. You have to think it when you're saying it out loud. Thinking it in your mind is the most important thing. Do you have to imagine every detail in the manifested thing? No, darling. Just a short scene. Okay, because I've always felt anxious about the believing part. No, darling, you don't have to believe it. Hearing a notification of his text will work. Yes, darling, hearing's great. Hang on, I'm missing things. I can't find that one on your Facebook. That's so annoying. I've got a link in my bio, in my TikTok bio. Go and press it. That goes to the group, but some people say it doesn't work for some reason through TikTok. I don't know why. Put in the space bar in Facebook. manifest space, live space, with space, laws, and then look, it should come up under groups. It's a private group. Can you manifest good grades even if you scored bad grades in the past? Yes, darling. Stop worrying about the bad grades. Don't think about the bad grades. Go and watch my manifest good grades video. It's in my TikTok. Okay? Imagine getting back your grades, being exactly what you want. Say, I always get good grades. I remember everything quickly and easily. I'm top of the class. Say those things. Do you have to imagine every detail? No. Can you manifest... how can I stop hot and cold behaviour from my ex, darling? The hot and cold behaviour is caused by your thinking. Stop thinking. The thinking that's causing them to act hot and cold. Oh, she wants me. Oh, no, she doesn't. Oh, she texted me yesterday, but oh, maybe she won't text me today. Maybe she doesn't like me anymore. Maybe she's seeing someone else. Oh, no, she loves me. But then she did that thing that time. Every time you do that, darling, you're fucking it up. You're making hot, cold. You're hot about her, you're cold about her. She doesn't like me, she likes me. She doesn't like me, she likes me. The more you can stop that, the more you'll change their behaviour. So you just live in the end completely, if you can, darling. If you can. Try it, guys, if you possibly can. I would try and live in the end. Live in your mind as much as you can, guys, all day long in your fifth dimensional space in your mind. Not the 3D out here. What's going on out here that you can see with your eyes. You've got to trust in the unseen. Okay? You can't see it yet, but it's happening. You can't see it yet, but it's happening. You live in the end in your mind as much as possible. When they're not texting you, think, doesn't matter, John and I are happily married. He's texting me all the time. Doesn't text you again? But John is married to me. He's texting me all the time. I know it sounds crazy, guys, but you've got to do it. Do you do private coaching? Want a book for daughter to change your negative thoughts? Yay, darling, yes. So just DM me on my TikTok or on the Facebook group. Send me a messenger message and I'll get back to you. We just discuss what the issues are. You tell me your time zone for your daughter and then we set up a time, darling. Can I manifest a proposal from him on my birthday this April and how? Darling, you're worried about the date. Why does it have to be on that date? If he asked you the next day, would you say, oh, no, sorry. You should have done it yesterday. I was expecting yesterday. Fuck off. No, you wouldn't, darling. You just want the proposal. Don't worry about the date. Imagine the proposal. Imagine you're already married. In your mind, you're already married. Don't worry about how it comes about. That's the how. Guys, you're also worried about the timing and the how. No wonder you're not getting your manifestations. You're all fucking worried about the time. It has its own appointed hour. You can't force it. You're forcing the how if you're worrying about the date. You're forcing the how if you're worrying about the how. That's when all these LOA people say, allowing, let it go. They mean stop worrying about the time. Stop putting a date on things. Let it come about in its own way. His ways are past finding out. That's what that means. You don't know when he might propose to you. It could be fucking tomorrow. If he turned up tomorrow, would you say, oh, sorry, love, I was waiting for my birthday. Could you do it then? It's working for me. Whenever I see he doesn't text, I don't get that bad feeling. I just affirm. Does he text you again after you affirm? Oh, not saying he's asking you. Yes, you just affirm. Forget the bad feeling you get when he hasn't texted. Imagine every text you get all day is from him, darling. Excellent. Do I think of my manifestation in my mind or say it out loud and then take action towards that? Think it in your mind, darling, or say it out loud. But as long as when you're saying it out loud, you think it. The thinking, guys, is the thing. The thinking is the thing. We need to replace our negative thinking. If you're saying it but not thinking it, if you're writing it but not thinking it, it's not going to help you. You have to think new thoughts to outpicture a new reality. What book did you mention on your video, The Gateway Project? No, that's not a book, darling. It's a study done by the CIA. It's called actually the Gateway Process or the Gateway Project. And it is a CIA study they did into telepathy and mind control. Okay, they put different people in different rooms, see if they could hear each other telepathically, and they realised it was true. Then they hid it. The CIA hid the study from everybody because they didn't want everybody to know this was true. Okay? It was with human guinea pigs. It only just came out in the last couple of years on the CIA website. You can look it up. Look up Gateway Process or the Gateway Project or telepathy. Go to the CIA website, CIA, and you'll find it. You can read the whole report. It's got all the drawings of the brain and everything they talk about. It's very interesting. But they basically realised it's fact. It's scientific fact that telepathy is real. They just can't really explain how it happens, but they know it exists. Just because you can't explain it doesn't mean it isn't true. It's like electricity. I use it all day long, but I don't know how it works. My SP asked if I want to get back together again, and then after a sec she said, just kidding. Well, Victor, that's because you're worrying about her doing that. You're thinking she doesn't want you, and therefore she's doing it. Like, you're putting her on a pedestal, darling. You need to build yourself up. Go and watch my video from yesterday in my Facebook group. I've got a red shirt on. It's my live from yesterday where I talk about building up your self-concept to get your specific person. You need to build that up, darling, so she doesn't do stupid shit like that to you. She's like putting you down almost and teasing you. That's not good. You need to build yourself up, darling, so she doesn't do that shit. But did you have a thought before she did that? Oh, no, she doesn't want me. We're never going to get back together. And then she said that because it was your thought, out-pictured. Animals do it. Animals do it, so we do telepathy. Do animals do it, do they? Well, I suppose they do because they're trying to make you do things all day, like feed them and shit. What animal telepathy do you know about, Shasandra? I'd love to know. I'm really scared about year 12. Well, darling, don't be scared. Listen, I used to be a high school teacher. Let me give you the tip. It doesn't matter about school. I know I shouldn't say that, but lots of kids get really upset about year 12, really worried about their exams. I remember when I was at school, a couple of kids killed themselves because their parents put so much pressure on them. And guess what, darling? You've got years and years and decades ahead of you. Year 12 doesn't matter. Do your best. Work hard. Imagine that you go well. Imagine that your exams are exactly what you want them to be. You get the grades you want. Imagine you're an A-class student and every time you walk into an exam, you ace every single one. Step into the state of a student who's not stressed, who knows what they're doing, who remembers all the information easily and effortlessly, and gets good grades. Then stop stressing. How do I manifest for the past friends to reach out after they hurt me? Well, darling, you're imagining they hurt you, so they're going to continue to do that until you stop holding on to that old story about how they hurt you. Get rid of that old story. Chuck it in the trash. Okay? No one hurt you. No one ever hurts me. I'm the best friend anyone's ever had. My friends love me. My friends love calling and texting me. I'm their best friend. Start thinking that, darling, and things will change. But throw that old story away. Can I manifest my ex, who is 6 years younger than me? Well, my SP is 6 years younger than me. What does it matter? Doesn't matter, darling. Age doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Stop thinking it's an issue, then it will be. If you think it's an issue, it will be. I got back with my ex before last year, my last ex before the other ex between, and he has 7 exes. I'm so confused. I'm confused by that question. It's not even a question. Vortex. When we talk about the vortex, I keep telling my friend it's all in her thoughts, but she won't listen. Well, darling, listen, darling. Most people are asleep. Leave them asleep. I try and tell people this shit all day long and they think I'm a witch. So don't worry about it. Only tell the friends this stuff that you think will believe you and understand you. Sometimes you have to push them to really understand it and other times they won't get it. My best friend, I had to really show her that it was true and then she got it and now she's a master at this. But at first I don't think she believed me. I was like, no, you're in your own reality. They're in theirs. And she's like, what? She was so confused. I said, just go and watch these videos. And then after she watched them, she got it. Get them to come watch my page and then you don't have to tell them. They'll watch my videos and then they'll get it. But you can't force people to learn. You're muted. What do you mean you're muted? What do you mean, darling? What's the best strategy to manifest a text from your ex? Darling, go and watch my How to Manifest a Text series. There's about 12 videos, got a red heading. Go and watch them all, darling. Got to imagine they're texting you already. They're constantly blowing my phone. They're constantly calling and texting me. Any more questions, guys? Yes, I'm making coffee. I need to wake myself up. Age doesn't matter. Listen, darling, 2 of my boyfriends have been 6.5 years younger than me. Exactly 6.5 years. It's very weird. I have a thing for younger guys. But seriously, it doesn't matter. Age doesn't matter. It only matters if you think it does, and then you'll make it an issue, and then it will be a fucking issue. Stop thinking it's an issue. It really isn't. Okay, thank you. I'm just asking, how did you get them to use your strategy? What do you mean? How did you get them to use your strategy? I don't understand what you're replying to. I'm watching all these questions and I can't understand what you're replying to. Can someone please tell me to sleep? Brock Fitz, 3rd toe. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. You will laugh, but once an astrologer told me, don't eat non-veg food as it's against spirituality. Oh, well, darling, you can believe whatever you want to believe from an astrologer or from a tarot reader or whatever. It's what you choose to believe. That was just their belief or something. Don't worry about it. Or somewhere you had a thought about that, you were considering it and then they said it. Quibbles, that's what Neville would call quibbles. When he was being taught by Abdullah, Neville, who I learned everything from, he was vegetarian, didn't drink was celibate, all this stuff. And his person who trained him, Abdullah, used to drink like an alcoholic and eat ice cream and just ate everything and never got fat. And he said, Ab, how are you doing that? And he said, well, you couldn't do it, Neville. You've got quibbles, meaning you've got beliefs that alcohol is bad for you, that meat is bad for you, therefore you can't do this. I have no beliefs about drinking 5 glasses of scotch before I go to bed and 4 bowls of ice cream is going to affect me. It doesn't affect me because I don't believe it. So he ate whatever he wanted, never got fat, never got sick, was never an alcoholic because of his beliefs in his mind. He controlled his body with his mind. Didn't care what he ate or drank. So I can manifest someone 10 years older than me. Yes, darling, it doesn't matter. If they love you, they love you. It doesn't matter about the age. My grandparents, my granddad was 7 years younger than my grandma, and they were blissfully, happily married. Age doesn't matter. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Stephanie. If someone talks badly about themselves, is that their view on themselves or what you think about them? You think they think badly of themselves, darling. So if someone talks down on themselves, say, oh, I'm depressed, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a piece of shit, I'm not good enough, you'll be thinking, oh, they think that about themselves, and then they'll say it in your reality. You've got to stop seeing them that way. A person who puts themselves down, a person who's depressed, a person who has substance abuse issues, whatever they've got, stop seeing them that way and they will turn up differently. See them as giving themselves complimentary stuff and only speaking highly of themselves, and then they'll start to change and they'll start to talk about themselves differently. You'll notice it. I feel depressed. Does my SP feel the same because it's reflecting? Darling, it doesn't help you feeling depressed. I would try and get out of that if you can. Okay, let your feelings out. Don't try and stifle them. But stop saying you're depressed. Okay, that's not a helpful word. Okay, and then start picturing that he's thinking of you and only you are together. Don't worry about your feelings you're having. That doesn't affect them. It's your thoughts. Okay? You're amazing. Oh, thank you, darling. You look like you drink red wine on Mondays. Oh, I hardly drink at all. Any more questions, guys? You're calling me a mum. I'm not a mum, but I know I'm old for TikTok standards. Any more questions? No. Okay, guys, I'm going to log off so I can drink my coffee. Wait, so I'm assuming that my SP will never text me first. So that is what I'm reflecting. Yes, darling, don't assume they won't text you. Start assuming. He's constantly texting me first. I never have to text him. He's blowing up my phone. He can't stop calling and texting me. He's obsessed with me. Stop thinking you have to do it first. Stop assuming he won't. What you assume, manifest. That's how this shit works. Do you have any tips for manifesting for beginners? Darling, go to my page, Manifest Live with Loz. Look at the video series called How to Manifest Properly. It's in black heading with pink underneath it. Watch the whole series, 12 videos. You will understand how to do this like a master by the end of the 12th video. It's only 12 minutes, okay? Then join my Facebook group, guys. All of you, if you want to watch these lives back, there's like 40 hours worth of lives in there now. Manifest space, live space, with space, Loz, or the link in my bio if it works, to go to the Facebook private group, press to join, answer the questions saying you saw me on TikTok. I'll let you in. You can watch all these back. And if you want private coaching, DM me, guys. All right, guys. I will be live later today.